sum for each geometric series described. In other words, we have to add up the terms. The formula that we're given in section 11.4 is that S sub n is equal to a sub 1 times the quantity 1 minus r to the m all over 1 minus r. So in this first problem here, number 16, my a sub 1 is a 3, my r is a 2, n is an 8 because I'm asking for, giving you a term 8 is there, so my n is going to be an 8. And then I put that over 1 minus 2. And then I start doing the math and simplify it up. So I get 1 minus 256 in the parentheses times 3. In the denominator, I have a negative 1. Simplifying up, I get 3 times a negative 255 over a negative 1. So the sum of my first 8 numbers in this series is 765. Again, I knew that n was 8 because they gave me a sub 8. Problem 18, I picked this one because there's another formula that if you read the book, the formula is there, but it's not in a big bold box or anything. And that formula says your sum is found by taking a sub 1 minus a sub n times r all over the 1 minus r. So in this one, I'm picking this one because I'm given a sub 1 is 343, a sub n is a negative 1, and r is a negative 1/7. So I have everything there that I need. So I'm going to substitute in. A sub 1 is 343 minus a negative 1 times a negative 1/7 all over 1 minus the negative 1/7. Watch out for your negatives. Use parentheses. So when I start simplifying up, I get 343 minus 1/7. The denominator is 1 minus a negative 1/7, so it's 1 plus 1/7. Well, 1 is like 7 sevenths, plus the 1/7, my denominator is 8 sevenths. So when I simplify up, I have 342 and 6 sevenths being divided by 8 sevenths. Simplifying it up, my sum would be equal to 300. All right, looking at the next problem. In a story problem, this one says dealing with health, contagious diseases can spread very quickly. Suppose 5 people are ill during the first week of an epidemic, and that each person who is ill spreads the disease to 4 people by the end of the next week. By the end of the 10th week of the epidemic, how many people have been affected by the illness? So when we're looking at what we're given, again, a sub 1 is my starting value, 5 people. Those 5 people each make 4 people sick, so r is equal to 4. And n is the 10 weeks that they're asking about that we have. So again, looking for my sum, S sub n is equal to a sub 1 times the quantity 1 minus r to the n all over 1 minus r. Term 1 is a 5. I'm taking 1 minus 4 to the 10th all over 1 minus 4. Simplifying it up, I have 5, and in parentheses, I have 1 minus 1,048,576 all over negative 3. And simplifying up farther there, I have, for the final answer, 1,747,625 people will be affected. Make sure you label your answer. Story problems always need labels. The next problem is asking us to find the sum. They're giving us 4096 minus 512 plus 64 minus to 5 terms. So we need to find the r value. Again, r is found by taking term 2, negative 512, divided by term 1, 4096. Simplifying it up, r is a negative 1/8. Substituting in, again, my formula is S sub n is equal to a sub 1 times the 1 minus r to the n all over 1 minus r. I'm looking for the sum of 5 numbers because they're saying 5 terms. I put in my 4096 for a sub 1. 1 minus a negative 1/8 to the 5th, all over 1 minus a negative 1/8. Again, watch your parentheses, especially with those negative numbers. Simplifying up, I have 4096 is to be multiplied by 1.000030518. Careful of rounding, that can affect the answers. If I take a 1 minus a negative 1/8, I come up with 9/8. Multiplying and dividing, my sum comes out to be 3,641. Sigma notation is one that gives students problems sometimes. N equals 1 to 6. My ending term is 6. So that means I'm going to have 6 terms that I'm looking at. When I look at it, if you're not seeing the formula carefully, you can substitute in what is a sub 1. So I'm going to put a 1 in for the n, which if I simplify that up, I come up with 2 times a negative 3 to the 0. Anything to the 0 is 1. So my first term is a 2. If I look for term 2, I substitute in a 2. So I have 2 times 3, negative 3, which is a negative 6. Finding my r, I take negative 6 divided by 2, I get a negative 3. Now if you look at the original problem, that 2 is my a sub 1, the negative 3 is my r. I have it, but in case you're not seeing that, you can do it that way. Again, using my formula, s sub n is equal to, my a sub 1 is the 2 times the 1 minus the negative 3 to the 6, because I have 6 terms, all over 1 minus the negative 3. When I simplify up, I have 2 parentheses 1 minus 729 all over 4. 1 minus 729 is a negative 728. Multiply that by 2 and divide by 4. The sum of my 6 numbers is a negative 364. And the last one is a working backwards one, where I give you the sum on problem 42. I give you what the last term is, and I give you that the r is a negative 1/2, and you are asked to find out what a sub 1 is. That's what we are looking for, is what is a sub 1. Because they're giving me a sub n this time, I'm going to use s sub n is equal to my a sub 1 minus my a sub n times r all over 1 minus r. Substituting in, I have 688 on the left. On the right, I'm going to have a sub 1 minus 16 times a negative 1/2 all over 1 minus a negative 1/2. Calculating out and doing your algebra, I get a sub 1. And 16 times a negative 1/2 is a negative 8. And so it has a sub 1 minus a negative, would be a sub 1 plus 8. On the bottom, I have 1 minus a negative 1/2. So 1 plus 1/2, which would become a 3/2. Cross multiplying, I take 688 times 3/2. I get 1032 equal to a sub 1 plus 8. Move the 8 over, finding out that term 1 is 1032.